the National Science Day Award from Scientific Advisor to Defense Minister in 1998. He was awarded with the Agni Award of Technology Excellence in 2003 by the Prime Minister of India. He received Path-Breaking Research Technology Development Award in 2009. In the year 2013, he was awarded Scientist of the Year Award by DRDO for his contributions in development of import substitute subsystems like BLDC motors and drives for weapon system platforms. He has more than 12 IEEE publications on his credits, mainly related to new and innovative technology developments. He is now heading Technology Group as Group Director, spearheading specialized developments in the field of electrical machines, drives and power supplies as import substitute product development. I now request our Principal Sir to kindly felicitate our guest of honor. I now request Lovely Sir to kindly felicitate Dr. G.S. Mandara. He was the former chairman of IEI Local Center Pune. I now request Lovely Sir again to felicitate Professor Anaga Deshmukh, the Secretary of IEI Local Center Pune. Thank you, sir. I would now request our principal, Dr. D.S. Gurmane, to express his views.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. Dignitaries on the dais, Chief guest of today's Excellence Award distribution ceremony, Dr. T.M. Gunaraja, President, Institution of Engineers India. Guest of honor, Pradeep Kurulkar, outstanding scientist and Associate Director, R&D Engineer, DRDO. Dr. Naule, Coordinator of 14th AISSMS Engineering today. Dr. Girish Mundra, Mrs. Deshmukh, Heads of Department, faculty members, participants from different colleges, and my dear student friends. First of all, I congratulate all the winners, runners, and those who have participated in different 32 events held yesterday and today on the occasion of Engineers Today 2019. For the information of our chief guest and guest of honor, because they are coming first time in our campus, and some of the participants might be coming first time in this campus, or others some information may be repetitive because they are continuously attending, and being a head of institute, I have to take the privilege to introduce about my organization and institution. So this AISSMS society is established by His Highness Srimad Sri South Chhatrapati Maharaj in 1970, more than 100 years back. And this AISSMS Civic College is started under this AISSMS society in 1992. We are undergraduate program in civil, chemical, computer, electrical, ENTC, mechanical sandwich, production sandwich. We have PG programs in chemical, civil, computer, electrical, ENTC, mechanical. There are two programs. One is automotive and another is design engineering. We have research program in chemical, and recently we got a approval for mechanical research center also. Since college is from more than 25 years, there are so many faculty members who are working more than 20 years. As far as stability is concerned, our retention ratio is concerned is very, very high. And because of this senior experience, expertise faculty members, the teaching learning process is very rigorously implemented, and it is not only quantitative, it is qualitative also, and which is shown by the students, and which is, if we talk in terms of outcomes and measurable outcomes, more than 650 plus rank holders are produced by this institution since first batch. And if you take a review of last college, it is more than 180 plus. I am talking about the university rankers. So that shows the quality of the teaching learning process. And of course, because of which placements are very, very good, being at a central location, majority companies are coming for on campus, off campus, group campus. So that benefit we are getting, and many students are getting opportunities through this because that is the main motto of major of the students. I am very happy to share that around 15 to 20% students every year going for higher studies abroad. So that is a significant point as far as the AISSMS is concerned. Now, today is the Excellence Award ceremony. We have conducted 32 plus events yesterday and today, and we have scheduled one more activity tomorrow, that is a science exhibition, where the top 5 projects from each departments are played for exhibition, and we invited the junior colleges, 10th, 11th and 12th students, and we are showcasing our students are working hard, and definitely the junior college students will get benefit of this. On this occasion, just I want to mention some of the achievements in last year. Sir, we are not only focusing and concentrating in teaching learning process, but this AISSMS is specifically famous for co-curricular and extracurricular activities. We are at center of the city. We have big grounds, 2 grounds. It's very rare things in any college in metropolitan cities. So our sports section is very strong. Culture section is working very rigorously. If you take the outcome of this efforts taken by culture, our students got Radium Art got first prize in Firodia 2019. Firodia is one of the prestigious events in the Shivani Patil from computer and Pratik Lane from civil. They were behind this Radium Art. There was special prize for instrument, special prize for Medolin, which is backed by Abhishek of ENTC in Firodia 2019. There was one prize, first prize in solo prize in dancing, Swapnil Sam from mechanical. The students from different departments are working together and getting the outcomes and prizes. Our team got second prize in solo dancing in Vedant 2000. This is another prestigious event in Pune, where that one act play activities are taking place and many colleges are competing. Not only engineering but other arts, science, commerce colleges are participating in such events. And our group dance team got third rank in Vedant this time. And we have our college band. College band has also got third rank in this Vedant competition. Coming to the sports, I am just giving few of the achievements in last 7-8 months. One of our students, Rutuja, from mechanical, she was selected in Khelo India, which was the initiative of government of Maharashtra, where the sports from different states were selected and they were trained. She was a part of that, and she was participated in at national level in rifle shooting. And recently she is going to participate at international level in rifle shooting. One of our students got gold medal at Open National Competition in Mallakham, Mr. Aniket Pawar. We have a very strong cricket team which is participating in prestigious events in Pune. There's Kavre Trophy, they are winner. JEST, they are winner. MIT Summit, they are winner. Even intercollegiate university tournaments, our team is runner-up. So, and one more team from badminton, girls badminton team got runner-up in summit. So, students are performing very well in the sports, cultural. Coming to techno-social type of activities, to have a practical exposure to the students, we have different clubs. Each department is having different clubs. SAE Baha, Supra, EP Cycle, Garudas, Drone, Robotics, Film Club, Chem, whatever matrix. So every department is having clubs under which students are practically working. You know better about Baha and all these activities, right from paper design to preparing the vehicle and taking participation in the national and international level events. Our aero design team is participating at international level last 3 years. Recently, our team participated at LA, USA, and they have performed well and they have a third prize in technical presentation. So I was witness for that activity. Then Baha team Go-kart, this is one of the national super championship held at Hyderabad. A student, this team got overall second rank. They got runner-up, winner in a skid pad, best build quality, best CE award, because there are many awards in this activity. So around 6 awards got for this particular activity. Baha team, they got 22nd rank out of 400 teams. That is the achievement. And I was talking about aero modeling at Vance, US, California. They were fifth in the technical presentation. And in aero design, our student Garuda team got second prize at national level here at SRM University, Chennai. We are now drone club students are back 4 prizes at various IITs. Just I want to mention here, along with teaching learning process, we are trying to inculcate. Sir, welcome, sir. I thank you. So these are the achievements of our students and cultural, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities. Even our students are doing some social activities under NSS banner. We have a very strong NSS team, and students are participated in different rural development activities, and they are getting exposure at a social background also. Now this is because of a strong support of management. Just I want to mention 2-3 latest initiative taken by our management, our Honorable Sri Malviraje Chhatrapati, Honorary Secretary AISSMS, Honorable Sri Suresh Pratap Shinde, Joint Secretary AISSMS, and all other management members. They have decided to motivate faculty members, staff members, and students also. Recently, on 5th of September, they have constituted different prizes for the teachers and non-teaching and administrative officer. Just for your information, on 5th of September, that is Teachers' Day, our teachers were felicited, best teacher felicited, first three teachers, first prize was 50,000 cash prize rupees, second prize of 25,000, third prize of 15,000. Three teachers were felicited, and same is for other institutes also. It is not only for COE but for other sister concern institute. From each institute, first, second, third teachers were selected based on their academic performance, their research and other activities, and based on the scores, top three selected, and they are felicitated by our management. Even they have felicitated the best administrative award also. This is for OAS, Registrar, Finance Officer, Administrative Officer. Among them, one was selected and he was felicitated by a cash prize of 35,000 rupees also. Even for the students and to motivate the students and faculty members, those are participating in the open courses like NPTL, those are scoring elite and above, 50% fee reimbursement is done by the management. So this is one of the motivational initiative taken by the management. Just to mention here, sir, yesterday we got email from Institute of Engineers that Best Engineering College Student Chapter Award of 2018 is received by our college, and that too by ANTC department. So, thank you, sir. And I'm very happy to share, sir, since last 6 years we are carrying this prize. One more achievement, recently UGC has selected our college under Paramarsh scheme. One of our college is selected for Paramarsh scheme to mentor the 5 other colleges for NAC preparation. Just they released the list yesterday, day before yesterday, and of course credit goes to again our management, faculty, and all the stakeholders because of all involvement. Recently we got A+ grade for NAC. So ours is the first college which got the A+ grade in first cycle and as per new format, and because of which we are selected under this Paramarsh scheme, and they are going to support by around 30 lakhs expenses to monitor the 5 aspirant colleges. So the list is very long, but our winners and runners are waiting to receive the prizes, and we are also eagerly to listen new people also. So once again, thank you, sir, sparing valuable time, both of you, especially Pradeep sir. Actually, Parnika sir was supposed to come today as a guest of honor, but he got a very urgent assignment, and he has asked Pradeep sir to be today's, and we are very fortunate because he is extraordinary, outstanding scientist and assistant director of R&D. So definitely our student will get some input. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the achievements and activities of our college. Now, moving forward, I call upon SP Shinde sir, Joint Secretary, AISSMS Society, to guide us with his inspiring thoughts.
Om Namah Shivaya. Honorable President, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Honorable President, engineers. We are very much fortunate to have him as a chief guest of this Excellence Award function. Along with him, we have Dr. Pradeep Kurulkar, dignitaries of the dais, and beloved students. You have taken a great efforts for last 3 days that I have seen and observed myself also. Yes. I have seen so many projects which are really tactfully they have put on with the on floor, and definitely the mindset for the research what they require is always with you. Who wins is a different part, but I congratulate all of you because of only this function. See, the learning of syllabus at the time of inauguration also I said is definitely valuable, but seeing with the open eye what is going on outside and what best we can do in that, that is also very much necessary. For that, advanced technology is also required. And you guys are, I have a confidence that you have that potential. Keep it up. I will not talk much more because we are very much eager to hear about from two stalwarts here on the stage. No? Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Now, I would like to call Mr. Pradeep Kurulkar, sir, and assist his thoughts.
Good evening, dignitaries on the dais of the dais, faculty members, students. It's very difficult to. I'll just quote a very prominent achievement by DRDO. Let's discuss that within a short period. And then what, as a member of DRDO, what I exactly expect from the budding engineers. We all know that this calendar year, was very bright for DRDO for one reason, that is ASAT, anti-satellite missile. It was a very short period within which this whole mission was conceived and realized. I remember exactly a year back, around last year's October, when the PMO office had first time discussed about this mission. And we had no clue at how fast we have to do it. We thought, okay, it's only a beginning of new program, so we'll discuss, put up the proposal, sanctions may come, and maybe it is another couple of years program. The second meeting was with Mr. Ajit Doval. And a handful of us who were leaders of each of the events in this, we were told, no, we don't have time. You know why we don't have time? We already missed the buses earlier. Like MTCR, Missile Technology Control Regime. India was not signatory, so we couldn't become an exporter of missile technology. Neither. We had two major sanctions, once by the European Union and once by Americans after our atomic explosions. We were deprived of the technology. The same thing happened afterwards also. So this denial of technology is something very challenging. I remember in 1998 when these sanctions came, we all who were then involved in the missile program, we were sitting together and Dr. Kalam came to address us. he knew from our very tense faces, he knew that programs are halfway. We are looking for some electronic component help. We do not have the component fab labs in the country. So we are dependent on imports. And if now the denial regime starts, our programs are going to have a setback. But you see, a leader is always a leader. He's a born leader. He came and he started speaking. He said that how long we are going to try and run with crutches. I couldn't understand. He said, can you run with crutches? So it's a very difficult. He said, if you need to run, you need to stand on your 2 feet. You should be independent. You should be able to throw away those crutches. Then maybe today you can run 10 meters, tomorrow 20 meters. Maybe you can run a 100-meter dash after some time. You may not be able to meet the 100-meter dash timings in Olympic, but yes, you will have a confidence that you will be able to run 100-meter dash. It will happen only the day you dispose of your crutches. Till the time you will always look for some help, you will never improve. He understood what he was trying to tell us. Okay, sanctions may come, doesn't matter. We'll have to find out an alternative. Today I can say very proudly, the history of the last 2 decades from 98 till 2018 conveys us banks have never stopped our projects. It is not only they could stop, but we could achieve milestones which nobody could ever imagine. Here, now, in the month of October, China, America and Russia are floating an UN convention to discuss. This treaty is going to be discussed in UN. It cannot happen without India. Although one way it is an, I would say, very much diplomatic gain, but it is possible only because of the technological achievement. Hardcore of that is the technology, the engineers who worked relentlessly. I will quote only few numbers, how and what we have achieved in ISSAT, and as the engineers, I hope all of you will appreciate. The target was a satellite, which was launched way back on 24th of January this year. It was in the orbit of around 300 kilometers from the Earth, what we call it is LEO, low Earth orbit, between 300 to 800. We preferred a low orbit because once deorbited debris can start traveling towards the lower portion, they may get burned because of the friction. What was the velocity of this satellite? 26,000 kilometers per hour. Note, it was in that orbit at 26,000 kilometers per hour. What was the time given to hit this from the ground after takeoff? 180 seconds, 3 minutes. From a takeoff of a missile to catch a satellite exactly in its orbit, 300 kilometers of an altitude, which is moving at 26,000 kilometers per hour. The missile also has its own speed. It was more than Mach 3. In last 300 milliseconds, the relative velocity between the two objects was 10 kilometers per second. Why I am using this? Because even if I tell this to a non-engineers, they will never be able to appreciate. But I know that all of you will be able to appreciate 10 kilometers per second relative velocity for last 300 milliseconds. How difficult it was? Let's say I'll ask a student to stand here, give him or her a small pin, put a dart bullseye on the other ball, and ask her, now you try and hit with the pin the dart bullseye. You imagine the space, the missile kill or kinetic vehicle which was heading towards the satellite was just like a pin in the whole space, just 4 meters, 1 meter diameter and 4 meter in length. It was just a small pin if you consider the whole space. How big was the satellite? The whole RCS, including its open solar panels, solar panel was giving a width of around 4.2 meters. The center core was 1.2 meter by 1.5 meter. I am taking off from the ground, aiming to hit at the altitude of 300 kilometers. Even if my seeker is on, how big object it is going to see? A 1 meter, 1.2 meter by 1.5 meter. This is the RCS. What is the speed? The relative velocity of 10 meter per second in last 300 milliseconds. When we had worked out the error of probability which would allow us that, okay, this much error worked out to be 8 milliseconds. Out of 180 seconds, 8 milliseconds was allowed as an error. What happens if it would have been 10 milliseconds? I am just talking of 2 milliseconds extra. We would have hit somebody else's satellite. That whole gallery from 300 kilometers to 800 kilometers is so much crowded that maybe you can compare to the evening crowd in your signal next to RTO. It is even more crowded. So it was a ball game of speed, it was a ball game of accuracy, and inaccuracies allowed were just 8 milliseconds. This was, mind well, this was an experiment. We had not proven this technology earlier. So there was all possibility that instead of 8 milliseconds, the error would have been 10 milliseconds, and we would have hit somebody's live satellite, bringing down the whole communication, the whole TV channels. What kind of a diplomatic fuss it would have been, you can imagine. Forget about the scientific experiment. At that stage, the whole thing would have boiled down to some diplomatic level in a very different paradigm. Is it not that this technology was not there with us? Yes. 2008 onwards, the day we had developed the BMD, that is ballistic missile defense technologies, then onwards we had this technology. But what needed guts in the government to take this decision? Okay, you make a mistake, we will support, but do this. Not that they had allowed us to make a mistake. But if at all, if the mistake happens, we all have seen a very, very rare video which is circulated after this Chandrayaan-2. The way Prime Minister of this country hugged Mr. K. Shivan, indicating him, man, you are not alone. The entire country is with you. And what you have achieved also is a great feat. How many times earlier ever you have even thought of, or even you would have imagined that this can happen in this country? At least I have not. In my past 30 years experience, I have never seen such a sensitive Prime Minister who is so keen to encourage the scientists and the technological team that, okay, the next stage. Live. 10 of us, we were on video conferencing with Mr. Ajit Doval from LC4, that is the Wheeler Island in the Bay of Bengal. He said, don't disconnect. PM has instructed me that I should disturb him in the cabinet meeting. So please hold, don't disconnect VC, he may come. We thought it's a joke. disturbing or leaving cabinet meeting, PM coming and talking to few scientists. We said, okay, what happened? We have to just wait. Won't believe, in under 5 minutes, PM himself was there on BC. Congratulated. It was a time when the declared. So while coming out of the VC room, I said, now this may be only after the month of May when the whole clutter of this election is over. Believe me, just a week afterwards, me and my director, after a long time, we had some weekend and we were sitting with our family in some hot restaurant in Bowden area. 10:30 in the night, Chairman DRDO calls us. Pick up your suits. Tomorrow morning by 5 o'clock, I need both of you at Delhi. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we have a tea meeting at Prime Minister's home. Why? I could never imagine. I'm telling you. See, I still have goosebumps. We all were thinking that it will be somewhere after the month of May, that too, if he comes back as a Prime Minister. There's so many ifs and buts, no, in the election. You can't say anything. Nothing. We had no tickets. We had no plans. So we told our wives that whatever you have ordered, you stay back. One vehicle for you. Collect that. Come back to home. Till the time we went to home, clicked our laptops, booked our tickets. 3 o'clock, called our vehicle. 5 o'clock, we were there in Delhi. Told chairman that we have landed. He said, okay, take rest. 9 o'clock, the vehicle will come. 11 o'clock. Sharp by 10:30, we were at his residence. 11 of us, including Mr. Doval, he came. First 5 minutes only, he gave a nice pat. Oh, nice you, what you have done. 6th minute, he started spelling out. Gentlemen, I want to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4 in 2019. 2020, next 5. 2021, next 5. And by August 2022, this is what we want to achieve. I was looking and listening at him. I said, boy, what really is this man made up of? He has the entire campaign of the election in front of him. He's not sure whether he will be back in the Prime Minister's office or not. And he has the entire program ready with him, what he wants to achieve. To tell you very frankly, I couldn't get this sacrosanct of August 2022. But when I came out, I got it. That August 2022, India will be completing 75th year of independence. He wants man in orbit before that. Mark my words, it will be there. Okay, as a chairman DRDO or as a chairman ISRO, giving us a complete list of achievements to be in next 5 years, I could have imagined, yes, this is what is his plan. But here there was the person completely in a political office through an election coming back. He had no assurance whether the 1.5 month, next 1.5 month, 2 months election campaign will see him back in the office or not. And he had the entire program ready up to August 2022. No change. He says both ISRO and DRDO had to work together. And yesterday they have inked the MOU for Gaganyaan. DRDO will help some of the technologies to ISRO. ISRO has of course helped us in Shakti, because unless they would have launched the satellite, what else we could have hit? It's the first time I am seeing that these watertight compartments between the government departments being dissolved officially. He told both the chairman in front of us, leave behind your watertight compartments. I want you two to work together. I want you to initiate a program which has to run together. This happened in March, April. In DRDO in Hyderabad, we have a separate department, DSST, Department of Space and Satellite Technology. It doesn't have time to wait. Believe me that 10 years back, 15 years back, We used to get a project, develop some prototypes, go through a rigorous trials, and then look and wait when the production order would come. Industries were also on wait along with us. Today the scenario has changed. A program came to me in 2015, 32,000 crore rupees. I am ready to spell out even the names and numbers. Develop first 6 prototypes and deliver 52 deliverables afterwards. Money given today. You see what kind of a commitment. And where these 32,000 crore rupees would go. In this program, we have 265 private industries and 5 PSUs. So the entire money will get circulated in the Indian industry. Today people are talking of some slack, maybe in the auto sector, maybe in the commercial sector, but in defense sector I can surely ensure it is not there. A single program which I am quoting is going to deliver so much of money. And the beneficiaries are 265 private industries as against 5 PSUs. That's the adverse number today we are talking about. What he expects from you. These kind of programs won't happen just because we talking something on a piece of paper. The design on the paper, unless it is realized in hardware and software and it is put to a rigorous trials, this kind of achievements would never happen. I can give a very good simulation on a piece of paper saying that how I'm going to touch and cross 300 kilometers in 180 seconds and how it will. Boy, it's okay. It will give you only an understanding that how difficult it is. When you're going to achieve it. That's what he expects. We are talking of further programs like HSTVD, Hypersonic Technology Demonstration Vehicle. In under 6 months, you would listen to this good news also. India would be the 3rd country at global level to achieve this kind of a technology. The thrust today by DRDO has changed. There are 53 established laboratories of DRDO. From January 2019, we have established 5 new laboratories and they are called as Young Scientist Laboratories. The average age of the scientists working there is from 25 to 35. The directors of this lab are at the age of 38. At the age of 42, that man is disqualified to be a member of that lab and he's moved to the regular laboratory. So it's a challenge open for all of you. We are looking for young talent, not only as a member of DRDO team, but even as a startups. All these 5 young scientist labs have been given an absolute free hand to recruit startups also along with them. They have been given a special programs. For example, a lab in Calcutta has been given a program of asymmetric warfare. The normal warfare, what we think of on the borders, when we think of extremists, when we think of the attackers in the civilian area, the same technologies cannot be used. So you may have to think the way an extremist thinks, the way a terrorist thinks. And that's called an asymmetric warfare, state and non-state element. Then there was no provision within any of the DRDO lab to think of on this. The director of these labs were interviewed by none other than PMO, Prime Minister's Office. They are instituted. These 5 labs are in full swing, are on. They are interviewing even startups. They are interviewing even the newcomers. You need not become an employee of DRDO. But if you are having a talent, if you want to develop something, if you are starting startups, yes, you are all welcome. You can discuss. There are areas which have been mentioned by these labs that these are the areas in which we look for help, and the young blood is all welcome to contribute. I don't take more time because Dr. Gulraj is also to address all of us. I just want to convey you that this is the achievement, we can say achievement of the year. It doesn't happen just like that. It happens only with a continuous effort of the engineers and technologists behind it. Failures, no great thing. They would come. In fact, I remember Dr. Kalam earlier days when I was young. In the meeting he used to come, who are alive failures? Everybody used to shout. Nobody's there. Then he used to get up and said, then I have nothing to say. His logic was very simple. If somebody is working, he or she will surely have a failure. If you do not have failures, that means you are not working. Because that's in the process. And believe me, even at the young stage, if I say, sir, here I have hit a dead end. Oh, very good, nice. He used to appreciate that somebody is coming, getting up and saying, sir, this is where technologically I have hit a dead end. Then he used to note down. His PA Sheridan would note down. And next day or next couple of days, you would receive the names and numbers of the expert on that area from DRDO, seniors. You know what used to be the instruction to these seniors? Don't disturb this boy in the weekdays. Move on Saturdays and Sundays. Most of our meetings of these reviews would be on Saturdays and Sundays. When these people would gather at one location, we were to go give our presentation. Where we are held up, we used to tell. In a week or two, they used to give an alternative route. Not this way, go this way. These are the contacts, this is the industry. You resolve and you can go ahead. I remember way back in 1990, when I came back to Pune from CBRD Audi, I had put up one proposal, it got sanctioned. I was like on cloud 9. In 1990, 1.5 crore rupees of a sanction was something beyond my imagination. Next day, I received a fax. Pradeep, the sanction you have received, I know you would have worked on the steps, so write down month-wise. You've been given 18 months. Per month, what is your activity? I took 7 days to write it down because I have never thought of that somebody will question me that what activity you are going to do per month. Next month, 10th, I received my own paper. Last month, you have said that you will do one ABC. What happened? Just write in front of it and send it back. So there was accountability. That is not only giving the money, but he taught us accountability also. That you said, last month you will say ABC. Write down. No typing. You have to write with your hands and just fax it back to him. Okay. Sometimes you would have missed. So, dikhte ho gaya. Next one, if it has not happened, you have to commit that I am held up. And then he will call you for the meeting. These meetings used to be either 10:30 in the night beyond or at 6:15 in the morning during his walk. Some expert in that topic also would walk along with you. He will tie both the ends and leave you. Like that, at least 4 or 5 pairs would be walking along with him. So 4 of his rounds within the campus, he would resolve, he would have completed his morning meeting. He would expect you to go back in your lab by 9 o'clock and start the work. Believe me, this is the way last 30 years people have worked. Although it is a government department, it's only if you work tirelessly and zealously like this, then you can achieve even the achievements like ASAT, which by numbers I think by this time you would have understood how difficult it is. I only can say to the young lot here that we have high hopes from you. Not in terms of the contribution immediately, but we know the potential with you. You have tremendous potential. Try to think of out of box. This education will make you unable to think of out of box. But the solution of the problem will come only when you start thinking out of box. now that the college has got A plus accreditation, I hope you will go for autonomy and try to give and imbibe this type of a thought process in your education. Don't insist on 190 credits per semester. Reduce it down. You can reduce it down even to 160. Correct. But try to imbibe the attitude of problem solving. You know, he used to come with any funny problem and he used to call us, funny guy is there, you can't think of how to solve the problem. We were thinking of something very different, servo at one time, and he came with a girl in 5th standard and he said, you listen to her, be very patient if somebody is giving the solution. Try and listen. You know, that girl's school on that year for Science Day had put water as a topic. And that girl has implemented it in a very innovative way. She told teacher that write to all parents that every day the mothers or the grandmothers would be washing some vegetables, fruits, dal, chawal, and they would be draining out that water. Collect it in the tub, and by evening measure it with the drinking bowl or cup. Then she says, is this water not fit enough to pour to your pots in the home? Yes. A very loud and clear message, isn't it? To the parents. He appreciated that girl, picked up from the school's program, brought it in the lab, and he said, listen, this is what I call it is the problem solving. The problem solving need not have a very complex control and then logic and algorithms. It requires a very innovative thought process. A simple solution also can be a solution for a very large problem in a very, very realistic way. That's what I think we miss. We keep thinking as an engineer, but we should also think as a common man. Try and interact with the common man, find out their problems, and then try and find out what best you can give as an engineer the solution to that. It has to be cost effective, easily affordable, it has to be implementable. And that if you can do, you can pat yourself as a good engineer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience and motivating all of us. Moving forward, I call upon the chief guest, Dr. Gunraja, President, Institute of Engineers, to share his experience and guide all of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Gurukar, for making my work very easy. Because now I am in between your awards and the function. Thank you, and I was hesitating to come here actually because of the continuous program traveling. But I am thankful to Marvel for bringing me here. The reason we are going to have our Centennial Engineering Congress in Hyderabad in December. We are looking for we usually have the 5 eminent people for the memorial lectures. I got one from here. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all of you. Because as a president, it is my duty to do the best in everywhere. So thank you for giving us a best person from DRDO. In fact, Maniswamy Anandre was our chairman for the NDRF, still now he is with us. And we were actually planning to honor Dr. Sivan during our centennial celebration which held in 13th September. He wanted to come, somehow he was hesitating, thinking that how it will be. It may not be suitable to come on this occasion, then he hesitated. We also understood and we left it. Then the metro rail man, Sridharan, we selected and honored him. And one from the internationally, the World Federation of Engineering Organization President, Maling Ganga was honored. So these two persons was honored as an eminent engineer during the centennial celebration. So coming to my topic, let me congratulate all of you for inviting me particularly the All India Sri Swaji Memorial Society Management, which is being there for last more than a century. Be it Institution of Engineers India also started in 1920, it is this management being started in 1970. The thought-provoking idea, see, 100 years back thought to give education to all of us. Today we all are here and I am here because of that management. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya. I am also a Guru. Thanks for meeting you, Sani. And your principal was very happy to announce that you all are a record-breaking students. And that class what you are given to the principal itself, I could understand how affectionate you are, how affectionate your management, your college, because I am also in the education field, having 3 colleges in Chennai. I know today's mentality of the students. Even during the yesterday I was in the university in Salem for Engineers Day celebration. The management request was do something to realize the student their responsibility. It's a big challenge now. In every colleges and schools, realizing the responsibility and dedicating and involving yourself into your field is very difficult now because there are a lot of diversions, social medias, whatever the way we take it, whether positive or negative, we become addicted into it. So this became a big challenge in every engineering colleges and arts and science colleges. Even during the centennial celebration, the Honorable Governor was the chief guest. His speech and the request to the Institution of Engineers India, being the largest professional body, consists of the very good infrastructure around 123 in India and 6 overseas chapters. His message also, being having such a eminent engineers as a corporate members in the fold, you must plan and educate the universities and colleges to change the curriculum as per the industrial requirement. This is very essential now. See how a missile man was exposing our country. Apart from the education here, I used to travel every 2 months some abroad because I have linked with my business in Europe and Canada. I feel proud to visit as an Indian now. 10-15 years back, what the respect we get and what we get because of our great leader Modi ji. He is not a politician. He is not a politician to appreciate the Prime Minister or the government or anything, but where we are and how we are, how we recognize in the globally. We say the world becomes a global village. It's true. What's happening in one corner, next moment is here. And he says in 3 seconds it travels so much of kilometers. This is happening in India. Previously we look, oh, you are coming from US? Yes, we look something different. But you feel proud now being in India. This is what I say, because I born with eight brothers and sisters. Except me, all of them are in Europe, Canada and US. But now, they all feel that their children like to visit India. They want to know the culture, they want to know the development, they want to see the India. You travel Europe, whether Germany, Holland, Sweden, France, anywhere, everything is same. Not the change. Metro rail is been metro rail only, or mall is mall only, but in India, every corner have a different culture, different language, different people. You really atmosphere. This is what we should feel in this century. You all should feel and focus and be proud as an Indian. And there are a lot of winners here. Out of so many students, you are going to get the award today. So this is a happy moment for all of you. Your management and the principal have made you, they give you a platform. This is what the Institution of Engineers India also doing. We create professional engineers. Now as a student, you are being molded like a product. Tomorrow you have to be marketed in the society as an engineer, for which this type of platform is very essential. Attending the seminars, conferences, symposiums. See, you are able to get such a big knowledge from our guest of honor today. This you can't get anywhere in the books or anywhere. Only when a person, a caliber of people talk to you and share their knowledge, you get it. This is what the Institute of Engineers India, in all the 123 centers we are linking and doing this, and also we have a very big global network. We are linked with all the global organizations, particularly like the Institute of Engineers India, which is being here in India with the 123 centers and around 3 lakhs corporate members and student members like you. Globally, around 178 institutions are there. These all institutions being networked as under one umbrella called the World Federation of Engineering Organization, which comes under UN. So this Institute of Engineers is one of the members of that organization. So when you become a member, either a student member or later a corporate member, don't ask what you get out of this organization. Simply I can tell you, you will get a big network. Today network is very essential. When you are able to meet a DRDO man, you can create a big network tomorrow. Not only by the employment or even in the knowledge sharing. It is very essential. So thankful sir, and we are very proud of you coming from all the missile man. It's a very good choice calling him as a guest of honor. And my dear students, I don't want to take much of your time. Now, the engineering alone is not sufficient for engineers. We have to look little out of box. That is what he is also telling. That is the reason we, Institute of Engineers, created more synergy programs, particularly with the cost accountant of India, the institution. Engineer, once you become a CEO level, without the account knowledge, you cannot work. So we have created an MOU with the cost accountant institute to provide a certificate course for the engineers. Similarly, we have tied up with the MOU now with the Post Management of Associates, which is one of the international organizations. Because to be a management in engineering, you must have a knowledge of management. Now, as per the government, even in any country wherever I visit, I used to meet always the ambassadors of India. What is their requirement? What the country is looking for India? Here, we say we are the largest producer of engineers. It is true. Any global, if you take a WFP organization, they hesitate to give the Institute of Engineers because we are the largest producer of engineers. The membership is high in the globally. But where we lack the quality is a big question. This was mentioned by the governor during the centennial celebration where AICT chairman was with us to look for the change of syllabus, the curriculum, as per the requirement of the industry. So now we are creating a cell to have an MOU with the CII. You know very well the CII. It's internationally backed up with the industries. So we are creating an MOU for the 4th year student to create give up a short-term course, 6-month course, collaboratively with the CII and Institute of Engineers India, where we will support the academically and they will support industrial. So those courses which whoever goes will have an exposure of the industry and academic relationship. These are some of the things which you are highlighting and doing, but unfortunately or fortunately, the Institute of Engineers was trying past 50 years to bring up the engineers bill. You know very well, all countries have a registration for engineers. From 1958, the Institute of Engineers is fighting for it. It's not happening. Somehow it is coming and it's not happening later. But now the government is realized, unless the registration is there for the engineers, you cannot recognize the society as well as globally. Today, even a builder, contractor say he is a civil engineer. Or a sound operator, he says he is a sound engineer. The engineer becomes a common word for all of them. But are they qualified? Is a big question. So to regularize this, the bill has to be passed. The Institute of Engineers is taking the maximum effort. 2 months back, the MHRD and AICT has called for a draft bill of the engineers bill, and it is being attended by most of the professional body, but Institute of Engineers is given the weightage because having the infrastructure and the support. Once this bill passed, we all will be recognized and we will be the number one in the globe. Because recently I visited Qatar, where most of our engineers are working. They have a big problem in working there. Because in UAE country, unless you are registered properly, no one can work as an engineer. So the Institute of Engineers have played a major role to solve that issues, and the list being taken from the emergency. Even the IIT students are not allowed to work there because they are not registered under their society. So these all are the things which we are looking forward. We are very happy. Once again, I congratulate you. I don't want much of your time. All the best wishes for the winners, and my best wishes for the losers also for the next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Moving forward with Excellence Award ceremony, I request Dr. Gunarajan sir to felicitate the winners. To begin with Chemical Department first. Event number 1, Paper Presentation, Section 1. The second prize goes to Pratik Chaure. The first prize goes to Pranav Pawar and Vedav Shesar. Paper Presentation, Section 2. The second prize goes to Suraj Niwal. First prize goes to Neeraj Vasavde and Akshay Patekar. Paper Presentation. Paper Presentation, Section 3. The second prize goes to Srushti More and Mansi Bhandare. First prize. Event number 2, Unism Competition. The second prize goes to Prajakta Kulal and Group. The first prize goes to Govind Tak and Ashish Pal. Moving to the next event, Bamboozle. The second prize goes to Shivani Ninal. The first prize goes to Sakshi Gonde. Moving to the second department, Civil Engineering. Event number 1, Tech Desk. The second prize goes to Prajwal Dhapte. The first prize goes to Shahid Sheikh. Event number 2, Connaissance. The second prize goes to Ajay Nikam and Sridhar Rakate. The first prize goes to Akansha Bari and Group. Event number 3, Gyan Ganga. The second prize goes to Devendra Kondalkar and Group. Ashish More. Moving to the third department, Computer Engineering. Event number 1, Hide and CK. The second prize goes to Anuja Kadam and Group. Now I request our guest of honor to felicitate the further winners. The first prize in the same event goes to Darshan Bali. Event number 2, Mini Hackathon. The second prize goes to Geet Singhi and Group. First prize goes to Devkanta Rao and Group. Event number 3, Internet Hunters. The second prize goes to Rohit Sonar and Group. The first prize goes to Tanmay Buskute and Group. I request all the winners to sign the sheet given outside the CITP hall. To continue with the award ceremony, I call upon Adnan Patel.
Moving on to the Electronics and Telecommunication Department events. For Aero Task, the second prize goes to Abhishek Mutar. The first prize goes to Indranil Mane Deshmukh. For Robo Revolution, Robo Soccer, the second prize goes to Sagar Patil and team. The first prize goes to Blanca Boats. For Robo Revolution, Robo Wrestling, the second prize goes to Nitesh Pawar and team. The first prize goes to Alligator. For the next event, Electro Trade, the second prize goes to Pranav Lalwadia and Devendra Kondalkar. For Electro Trade, the second prize goes to Pranav Lalwadia and Devendra Kondalkar. The first prize goes to Vivek Suryavanshi and Aditya Gramopali. Moving on to the Electrical Department events. For Pirates of Wizard, the second prize goes to Abhirup Kumbar and Ruturaj Machale. The first prize goes to Vinay Koshti and Shubham Nale. I now request Shinde sir to kindly give away the prizes. For the Mechanical Department events, For catwalk, the third prize goes to Somesh Oza and Akhilesh. The second prize goes to Sarthak Gandhi. The first prize goes to Manish Gavur. For hydro rocket, second prize goes to Aniket. First prize goes to Prashant Srimangule. For model making, second prize goes to Akshay Varghade. First prize, Ankur Bhandare and Saurabh Godse. For Tool Master, second prize goes to Kamlesh Jadhav and Kajal. First prize goes to Amey Deshpande and Ranjit Deshmukh. Moving on to the production engineering events, Auto Ledge, second prize goes to Lomesh Joshi. First prize goes to Ranjit Machale. Now I request our principal sir to kindly give away the prize. For Marketing Mania, second prize goes to Avdut More and Shubham Sonvanshi. First prize goes to Shailesh Podar and Shivam Bhai. For Techno Shots, second prize goes to Ashwin Ainipalli. First prize goes to Bhavesh Kothari. Thank you, sir. I now would like to request Purva Patil to take over.
This year, along with all the events, we also had a debate competition to inculcate and enhance various skills such as communication skills, leadership skills, and most important in debate is the presence of mind. May I now request our chief guest, Dr. T.M. Gunaraza, to please announce the names of our debate winners.
The third prize goes to the civil department, Sinde, Vaishnavi and Ratul. Congratulations all the winners. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Now are the awards of 14th AISSMS Engineering Today 2019. The first award goes to Excellent Sponsorship Award and it goes to the ENTC department. The next award is Best Individual Student who bought maximum sponsorship. It goes to Electrical Department. I now request Rishikesh Gaikwad from PE Electrical to please come forward. Best individual faculty or staff who got maximum sponsorship goes to again the ENTC department. Excellent Central Campaigning Award goes to the Mechanical Department. May I now request the head of the department, ET Coordinator and GS to please come forward. Excellent Maximum Entries in Central Campaigning Award goes to the Chemical Department. I request Abhishek Kumbharde sir and Nitin Dubey sir to please come forward. The GS can please come on the behalf. Grand Participation Award again goes to the ENTC department. The next is Grand Participation in an individual event goes to the ENTC department. Best Maximum External Participation Award overall trophy goes to Sri Ramakrishna College, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu.
Hello.
being from Tamil Nadu, so I will receive the award. On behalf-
Now, moving on to the final felicitation of our General Secretaries, without which this event would not be successful. First is the Chemical Department General Secretary, Mr. Aditya Kotecha. Next is Civil General Secretary, Ms. Riddhi Rathi. Computer Department General Secretary, Ms. Anjali Chaudhary. Electrical Department General Secretary, Abhishek Pandey. ENTC Department General Secretary, Prafulla Ingre. Mechanical Department General Secretary, Mr. Yogesh Jagdare. Mechanical Science Department General Secretary, Mr. Arjun Firke. Production Department General Secretary, Mr. Roshan Shinde. Cultural General Secretary, Mr. Neeraj Lange. Magazine General Secretary, Milind Gitte. Sports General Secretary, Ms. Ashmi Kataria. Chemical Department General Secretary, Mr. Aditya Kotecha. NSS General Secretary, Mr. Swapnil Pawar. Okay. May I now request Ms. Anjali Chaudhary to please present the vote of thanks.
Good evening. I, Anjali Chaudhary, feel immensely proud to get a chance to present the vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of AISSMS College of Engineering, extend a hearty vote of thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Munraja Sir. I would like to thank Honorable Shri Suresh Shinde Sir for his presence. We are grateful to Principal Sir Dr. A. Gormade for his positive and liberal support for this function. I also thank all the heads of various departments and the faculty for their valuable contribution, guidance, and encouragement in all our efforts. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated students and volunteers. I thank all the prime sponsors who have sponsored our event, and I hope that this support continues and strengthens our relation in coming years. I also thank dignitaries of IEI Pune Local Center. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to all the students and participants present here. Once again, I thank you all for your precious time. Thank you.